are live. Yes, it's a different one tonight. Today we are going outside. Look, it's lovely and sunny. What a day, what a Saturday. We can just watch the games, listen to the games in your case, and watch your own games back at home. While I go through and have a little bit of a look at what's going on through the whole of the EFL. You can join me if you want, and you don't have to. Simple as that. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a look around the different grounds. There are different scores, and hopefully there'll be some people joining me as we go through. And it's great fun to see you in here listening. We're just going to go through quickly through the I was going to say summertime games, the 12:30 games, of course. Hull City and Man United. Now 84 minutes through here. Believe it or not, it's Hull City 2, Manchester United 1. Let me just pull that one back. I really wanted to make sure that one was in there. So yeah, and the story of this game is actually quite interesting. So here we have 17 minutes and 38 minutes. Man United are actually, some strange reason, the defence in Hull City is huge. They have got some really good tall players in the defence. And Man United are actually putting the ball over the top, trying to get the ball into a good position for their strikers. However, Man United don't have the height that the defence that Hull City have. And unfortunately, they're really struggling. They're getting the ball in, and they're getting the ball into the box. They have 71% possession, for God's sake. But as soon as they get into the box, near the box, should we say, they're lobbing the ball into the box. Hoping that the class of Man United, well, let's face it, he is a lot more classier than Hull City. Hopefully the class of Manchester United actually get a touch of it and in the net. At the minute, they're just not doing it, and they're lobbing the ball into the box. And Hull City's height alone in the defence are just totally and utterly wiping it out. And you can tell by the fact that they've got less than 30% possession, Hull City, that they're just backs against the wall. They were backs against the wall until at 0-0, and then suddenly 2 amazing goals, and they've decided, hell, we're just going to put everybody in defence. The height alone is working for them. I'd love to know what you're thinking, because there are people on. How can they get back? 4 minutes. I mean, it must be impossible. But you never say impossible in the Premier League. Just never say it's impossible. I would say it's highly improbable, but Man United are certainly pushing for at least 1 goal. So, yep, join us. We will be looking at the others. What do we have in the Premier League? We don't usually cover the Premier League. Going to Championship then. This is one of the ones we really do cover here. And in the Championship, we have Birmingham 1, Bristol City 1. We have Lincoln City 1, Portsmouth 3. So Portsmouth have just increased their lead about 10 minutes ago. I really did think that Portsmouth would struggle. They had a some of the local fans, because we lived near Portsmouth, have been saying the game last week was a pig of a game. The Portsmouth team just didn't seem to click at all. There was no effort there, and I assumed that team would be probably driven the same way. And even though, I mean, they're away. They've gone from home to away. I didn't think that they'd managed to keep up the an improvement, but they have. They have improved it. It's Lincoln City 1, Portsmouth 3. The other one that's been playing at the minute, 84 minutes, is Millwall 3, Norwich 0. And I do. I mean, Norwich have had a red card for Cordoba. I mean, that's on 64. They just don't seem to. I mean, at the minute, Norwich are indeed at the bottom of the next to bottom of the league. You can't get lower than -4, can you, at the minute, with Southampton? But they're on in 23rd on 0 points. And I worry for Norwich. Last year, I said that they wouldn't do very well, and they did a lot better than what I thought. If anybody watches this, and if anybody watches it on replay, I'd love to know what you think of Norwich's chances this season. I went along with the majority of you lot thinking they might just keep up that improved performance that they did last season, and they might actually be able to build on it and become in that top half. But, they're just not doing it for them. They've got the quality in the field, haven't they? They really have. So what we're going to be covering in the Championship then, we're going to be covering Blackburn versus Borough, Derby versus Cardiff, Preston versus Wolves. My daughter's a Wolves fan, so that's one that we'll be looking at. But I will be at the Wolves versus Portsmouth game. I'm not telling you which end I'm going to be in. Bolton versus QPR versus Bolton, Southampton versus Stoke, Swansea versus Sheffield United. Another interesting one there. Sheffield United really do need to start playing a lot better, don't they? Really do. Especially if, as it looks like, they're going to get a 12-point deduction. Sheffield United could be in the quagmire. They really are going to have to do something in this game for me, because if they don't do something against Swansea, I start to worry that they got 1 point last time out, 0-0. Very boring game for me. I don't know what Sheffield United's future will be like with 12 points deducted. At least Southampton will be off the bottom of the league, I suppose. West Ham against Charlton, and Wrexham versus Watford. And Watford, they're thinking that they can do really well here, and the fans are really behind them. But unfortunately, the Wrexham fans they sense blood this year, don't they? They did reasonably well last season. Didn't quite do as well as what they thought. Didn't quite do as well as what they wanted to do. But did they do a good summer? They did. I think they did a good enough summer to be certainly up there, challenging for those top 6 places. Into League One then, and we've got Doncaster 0, Barnsley 0 at the minute. That's a difficult game for me to look at, because Doncaster can play some pretty naff football, but they can also come out with some really dogged, I'm going to say it, dirty performances, but they just really make sure they get a point from things. Barnsley can play brilliantly, and they've got some really good new blood in there. And new management. They just haven't clicked. They didn't really click for me last time. Will they click this time? I'm not quite sure. The other game that I just knew this could go either way. I really did. Luton 2, Notts County 2. Now, I was saying this was going to go either 3-1 one way or 3-1 the other. I remember thinking this could really be one way or the other, couldn't it? I couldn't see a draw. Luton Town, let's have a look whether they've played the possession football. Because I was worried, at the end of last year, they thank God they changed, and they stopped playing the possession football, and they started to get more points. They started to actually win. They won 5 of the last 6. And the one they didn't win, they've tried playing possession football again. It doesn't work in League One. 57% possession, so they're not. Thank God they're not doing it. But Notts County I was impressed last weekend. They really did show they got a really good technical front end, and it shows what Notts County can actually do. So where did they put one penalty for Luton on 42 minutes? Quickly responded to by Notts County in 45 plus 1. So it went in at 1-1, and then Notts County took the lead on 61. And then it's the other way around. Luton equalised just 7 minutes later on 68. So they're both determined not to lose this, aren't they? And that seemed, it just looked like it, because there's only 4 shots on target each and 2 in the net each. it does look like neither of those two teams will actually lose this game, doesn't it? It really does. Hopefully you can hear me. I put it purposefully further away because the last time it was a little bit too noisy and you could hear the echo in the room. Well, you're not going to get that outside. But certainly the distortion from my voice was a little bit too much. So I'll go with League One. Wimbledon, Reading. We've got Bromley, Cambridge. We have got Leicester versus Burton and MK Dons versus Huddersfield. We've also got Peterborough versus Mansfield, Stevenage, Oxford. That's going to be a good game for me. I think that Oxford, they played the possession football last weekend. I hope to God they learn not to, because it didn't really work for them. I know they didn't do too badly at the end of the day, but Oxford, for me, yeah, they may have got a draw, but I think they could have done so much better had they not played that possession football. Oxford, so Stockport versus Blackpool. The might of Stockport versus a Blackpool side. I keep saying, Blackpool fans are saying I'm overestimating them. I think they've got a good side, and I think they could do so much better than what they have done for the last season and a half. We got Wigan versus Leyton Orient, and we got Wycombe versus Plymouth. Now, can Plymouth get that train back up and running? Because last time out, they didn't quite do it, did they? Down at the 22nd at the minute with 0 points. They just didn't click at all last time out. Lost by 2 goals, and they really didn't look like. For me, at first I'm thinking they could get back into it, and then I'm thinking they're not going to. They really aren't going to. Into League Two then, and what a game this was! Bristol Rovers versus Newport. A lot of you say there was going to be lots of goals in this. Hell, you were right. It's Bristol Rovers 4, Newport County 2. And they have both of these teams. I'll tell you what, they both deserve a really good pat on the back, because Bristol Rovers 4, Newport 3. Newport 3. There's just been a goal for Newport. And I tell you, you get the goals here. You really do. Newport have just got another goal, 90 plus 1 minute. Will Newport equalise? Could it be 4-4? That would be amazing. What do you think? Whoever's in, what do you think? 4-4? I mean, I wonder what the odds of 4-4 would have been. That would have been absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? Salford City 0, Chesterfield 1. Yeah, Salford. Everybody's been talking about Salford and saying how good they are. And Chesterfield fans have been telling me, yeah, well, we're better than what you think. And Salford here, just, I don't know, they just don't seem to... They appear to be playing possession football for some strange reason. 64% possession, 10 shots, but only 3 of them on target. If you're going to have 2/3 of the ball, you need to be shooting more than that. With 36% possession, Chesterfield have shot more than that. They've shot 14 times against Salford's 10. So the ball here seems to be firmly in Salford's end. They're keeping the ball, passing it around nicely with the looks of it, but not doing anything with it. It's pointless having the possession unless you get a shot in, guys. Salford, learn from this, because if you don't, this is going to be a long season, because everybody's expecting you to do well, and you've not really done it for me in the first 2 games, or the cup game. Walsall 0, Grimsby 0. This actually was one that everybody was saying a draw, 0-0, 0-0. At the most, 1 goal in it. I think I might have put a goal in it, but I can't remember where I put it. It's just so dull a game. Walsall don't look like scoring. Grimsby don't look like scoring. But only because they don't take their chances. They're both making chances. They both must have felt a bit aggrieved by the result last weekend. They both could have done so much better had they put some of those shots in the on target would have helped. So what are we looking at in League Two? Colchester versus Oldham, Crewe versus Northampton, Exeter versus Accrington Stanley, Fleetwood versus Gillingham, Port Vale versus Tranmere, Rochdale versus Crawley, my team Rotherham versus York City. Ah, dear. Shrewsbury versus Barnet, and Swindon versus Cheltenham. So we're up and running. We're gonna go through one to that. If you if you tell me your team, right, we can go through your team makeup, and we'll go through the lineups. I can't believe that game though. Bristol Rovers 4, Newport 3. I can't just. It's getting a little bit mad, that, isn't it? So let me just check on what you're listening to and hearing, because it's always nice to make sure you can actually. So yeah, and the story of this game. Yeah, so you can hear me. I might move it a little bit closer, guys, just like that. Do stay on. We're going to be probably do half the first half. If we have more than one person on, we will stick it for the second half as well. But last weekend we got 3 people for about 30 minutes, and then everybody left. So we called it a day at half time. Hopefully we'll stay on the full time, because I'm going to be watching my game. I'm going to be listening to the scores as they go through. So it makes sense to let you sort of sit in and listen to a game or two. We will, as we get closer, because we will be able to use Bet365 to put a game on. We will be listening to a game. We can probably choose which one it is in a bit, what time we're on. We'll probably wait another 15 minutes and have a look at which games are being covered by Bet365. And we will then go and put that one on. We'll be listening to a game as we look through the scores as they come through. So we'll start right at the top, shall we, with Wimbledon versus Reading. Let's see if we've got the lineup there. We have, and it's Wimbledon are going to play a 3-5-2. That is good. That is good. I'm so sick of them in the last game and last season, playing everybody at the back and just playing 5 at the back. It really was just that. They may not have put the format out of 5, but you know what they did. They played an amazing defence like they did last weekend, but there's nothing up front. Let's have a look. We've got McDonnell in goal for Wimbledon. We have Agundia, Dan Sweeney, and Ryan Johnson at the back. We have straight middle of Tilley, Nelson, Smith, Hippolyte. I mean, they're not bad, these players. And Steve Seddon. And up front, we have Marcus Brown and Jaden Stockley. This team can do it. But I don't see why they're so awful up front last weekend. They have got the ability, haven't they? I mean, I'm not being stupid. They have got the ability in that Wimbledon side. Playing against them, we have a Reading side that's been improving until the beginning of this year. And at the beginning of this year, I thought that was just dire, wasn't it? We have got, for Reading, a 4-2-3-1, or as I call it, a 4 and a staggered mid and 1 up front. At the back, we have Malif, Connor, Ward, and Roberts. Yeah, okay, Ben Ward, probably a decent enough central one there. Now, it's the midfield, I think, where they really do seem to get a little bit extra for me with Reading. We've got Lisby, Lewis Wing, which Rotherham fans know, Stokes, Rinomota, who we all know, and Kariwa. Now, Wing and Rinomota next to each other, just in front of that defensive line. What an absolute staunch back line. That's where this amazing defence comes from. But I want to see more from Lewis Wing. We know that Wing can get forward. And that, for me, is the difference between Wimbledon's great defence and Reading's good defence. Because I think that these two, Rinomhota and Lewis Wing, could be where Reading could improve their game. At the minute, not quite as happy with those two as I think we could really be. In front of those, we have Lisby, Stokes, and Kiriwa. Yeah, okay. And Jack Marriott up front. I actually think they ought to bring Lewis Wing further out and further forward. For us, he did really well on the wing. Really did do better on the wing. They're putting him in the middle. Not quite sure that's a perfect position for him. So we'll see how it goes as Doncaster 0, Barnsley 0 is now a final score. Luton 2, Notts County 2 is still the state of play there. Bromley versus Cambridge then. Do tell me. Oh, we've got Tina on. Hello, Tina. I've just looked up to see you. Hello from the UK. I'm not going to be off. I think we'll probably go for about 45 minutes on ESM. Bromley versus Cambridge. Thank you for giving me the watch hours. Bromley, we have new to this division. Hopefully, I was hoping that Sun would come out a little bit quicker than that. In defence, in goal we have George. In defence we have Marcus Eiffel, Grant, Suwunmi, and Mendy. Jacob Mendy on the left wing there, really good. In a floating defence position, we've got Thompson, and then in midfield we have Whiteley, Conte, Hondermark, and Pinnock, and we've got Michael Cheek up front. Now, this could be an absolutely amazing game. It could be an average League One game because Bromley's team is very much a sort of lower middle League One team. Cambridge, we've got Jake Eastwood in goal. It's actually a 3-4-2-1. So, let's have a look at this. Defence, we've got Job, Watts, Perry, and then in midfield got Bennett, Ball, McLaughlin, and Mpanzu. So they've really got we've got a couple of good players in there. I think their left side is actually stronger than their right. That could be difficult. If Bromley can make sure they make the most of attacking their weak side. Up front, they've got they've got a front of a pair, and then just behind the striker, you've got Knight and Heath. I can see good points in both of those, Tina. I really can. I can see where both of those could rise and fall. Let's choose one of the others. Oh my God, we've still got another goal in the Bristol Rovers game. It's actually that is ridiculous. Bristol Rovers 5, Newport 3. Bristol Rovers 90 plus 9 minutes winner. How the devil did they do that? So that's an amazing. Let's go to. I'm going to go to, if I can find it, our game. We've got Rotherham at home to York City. My team, Rotherham, not very good, I'm afraid. I have seen the lineups here. We've got Ted Can in goal, and he hasn't been playing that great. We've got a really good Premier League lone goalkeeper on, and we're not playing him. So, okay, I'm not quite sure about that one, guys. We got a back four of Denzel Hall, Al Jolfrey, Agbear, and O2. They haven't been doing too good in that central defence, and they're sticking with it. We got staggered mid of cover, Ashley, Tavares, Spence, and Buyabu from Sheffield United. And we got the aged Mullen up front, who to me doesn't seem to be. I think he needs his crutches and his walking stick. Sorry about that. Will we score? I doubt it. We got York City at the away side at Rotherham United, and it's McNally in goal, who actually has been doing really well. I liked him last weekend. Nothing against him at all. Johnson, Williams, and Kitching in defence. They've got a straight mid of Felix, Hunt, Banks, and Boys. We've got a we've got Joe Gray in as a striker and Newby and Pierce behind him. This side can score. This side absolutely can score. Will they score today? A lot of people are thinking York City will come away with a 2-0 win. I went with you because obviously I can't predict my own side. I have to go with you lot. So I've gone with you lot. I've gone for Rotherham United 0, York City 2. Pains me as a Rotherham fan to do it, but I just can't see where we're going to get the goals. I really can't. Where else shall we go? Let's choose. If anybody else is on, I know there must be one person on. Tell me who you support. We'll have a quick look at it. Which really interesting game. After this one, I actually like this one. I think this could be a really high-scoring game. Possibly. It's the Stockport County versus Blackpool game. And I know you Blackpool fans are thinking, we're not as good as you think we are. We're not as good. I think this side can do well. Stockport County, though, really doing well. Everybody's expecting to do well. We've got Watmuff in goal. We've got a back three of Gordon, O'Connell, and Pye. I mean, come on. That's a good defence, isn't it? It really is. Across the mid, we've got 4 of Glover, Bate, Norwood, and Osborne. Another damn good midfield. And up front, we've got Kyle Wootton as the striker. And 2 people placed behind him, Diamond and Harry Wood. Of course, they are at home. I do understand. But look what Blackpool have done. Right, okay. We've got in goal, we've got Peacock Farrell. A good goalie. We've got 4 across the back. Jordan Williams, Oliver Casey, Zachary Ashworth, and Tom Bloxham. A good all-round back 4. And just to make it a little bit more difficult for the opposition, they've gone with Albie Morgan just sat in front of those 4. So really, they could have a back 5. They could easily pull him forward and sort of make him more of a runner through the middle to support the front 2. The front 2 have just behind them a sort of forward-thinking midfield of Bowler, Honeyman, and Anderson. Yeah, they really can get something from this, can't they? And up front, we have 2, Hamilton and Dion Charles. They're not trying to just play a defensive. I would be worried with those back 5 and think, are they trying to get a defensive lineup and just try and make it 0-0? Because it's a damn good Stockport side. No, they're not. They are actually trying to make something of this game, which I find interesting. And hopefully, as we go through the evening, there's another 20 minutes. I went on early. I don't know why I did it, Tina. I really don't. I came on early thinking, do I put it for a future live? Or do I just stick it, see who turns up? And we have a bit of a chat. So I decided to just come on and have a bit of a chat. It's look, I was hoping that it wouldn't be quite as sunny out here, but we've had so much sun. It's been absolutely baking. We actually had rain. We had rain yesterday, was it? We had thunderstorms and rain yesterday. The first time in 2.5 months that we've had any rain. Oh dear, it's been really very, very very wet for about 3 months, and then that was it. We've had sunshine, followed by more sunshine, followed by more sunshine. And it doesn't look good. Everything's brown. Like I say, we came back from Devon the other day, and we came across the through the New Forest, and it was all blocked off because it was on fire. The whole thing was on fire. So we are gonna just have a quick ponder around some of the other teams. I think Sheffield United. Where's that? Where's Sheffield United? We'll go for Sheffield United. Swansea versus Sheffield United. Sheffield United have to do something here. They really do. Sheffield United for me, this is a make or break. If they get 12 points deducted, they didn't play well last weekend. If they don't play well here at Swansea, then I'm a little bit worried for them. I really am. We've got Swansea City then with a 4-2-3-1. So it's a sort of typical sort of down the wing and cross in usually for this one. Vigoro in goal. We've got a back four of Lissa, Cabango, Welsh, and Timon. And yeah, it's a decent enough back four. A staggered mid of Apoku, Stamenic, Just, Fulton, and Yo. I'm actually not that fussed with that one. I think that midfield is beatable. I think that 5 in midfield. I mean, are they thinking that 5 will be better than putting an average 4 out? Possibly. But you got Adam Ida up front. So, you know, they can do something here, but I just don't know if that's good enough. This Sheffield United side, if we look at who's in it, we should be able to see that they're a lot better than the Swansea side, shouldn't we? Michael Cooper in goal. We go back 4 of Sariki, Tanganga. I can never say that one, so we'll call him Tangana. McGuinness and McCallum. Bloody good back 4. A staggered mid 2-3 of O'Hare, Rothwell, Peck, Arblaster, and Burrows. I mean, they're all good. Don't take any of them less than decent. They are really decent. But got Patrick Bamford up front. I'm not a Bamford supporter. I am not actually a Bamford supporter. And that's not because they're not playing very well. It's because I just never have been a Patrick Bamford supporter. For me, he likes to get the ball in the perfect position. It's a bit what I call it. He's a goal hanger. You know, he steals that ball. For me, he doesn't skillfully make his way from halfway down the pitch and you know, in and out of players and bang, it's in the back of the net. He's more likely to receive the ball halfway down the pitch, pass it to someone, run through the middle and hope that he gets a 1-2 and in the back of the net. That's where I see Bamford. Not saying he doesn't get goals. It's just that I like to see somebody be able to create them, not be given them. Like Smith that played for Rotherham, got a lot of goals, absolutely 20 goal plus per season. But he only ever got them from inside the 6-yard box. I think there was one season where he got 20 goals, and I think one was from outside the box. One. It was ridiculous. So I like to see strikers who can light up the pitch. That Sheffield United side, being said, is still better than the Swansea one. What's the odds on that? Let's have a look at the odds for that one. It'll be quite interesting. We have to go somewhere else for that one. Have we got them on yet? No, not got them on there yet. So we'll have to go for home. We're going to have a quick look at it if it lets me. We'll have a look at football, and we'll go to Premier Championship. Here we go. It's 17-10 for Swansea, 9-4 for a draw, 8-5 for Sheffield United. So actually, there's no difference in it. They can't see the difference. They really can't, can they? It's like 2 and a bit. Yeah, it's. They say it's going to be one way or the other. Probably. But then the draw's not really 9-4 for a draw. He's certainly not saying it's out of the window, is it? Yeah. 2.25 to 1. It's not. There's not much in it. There really isn't. 1.7, 17-10 for Swansea, 8-5 for Sheffield United. So 17-10 for Swansea, 16-10 for Sheffield United. There's not a lot in it. And if you look at the sides there, I don't actually see much difference in them. I really don't. As far as the odds, but the side itself, Sheffield United have to be better than that. They're obviously looking at the bets. They have to. They don't want to lose money, but they're also looking at how they played at the weekend, and it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. I mean, if you think Rotherham was bad, that was equally as bad. Preston versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Preston fans are a little bit worried. Some of them are worried. Some of them are thinking they're going to do really well. 14-5 against Preston, so almost 3-1 there against Preston. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're even money, 1-1. So even monies for Wolverhampton, and 11-5 for a draw. So they don't even think that the draw's a realistic option here. They're thinking that, hey, Wolves should win this. If they don't, it could go either way, draw or Preston. But it's at the minute, that's an interesting look at it. So we'll go into the first half. Well, we will go into the first half. If nobody's on when we start the first half, we may quit it straight away, and I'll just be watching it and listening to it myself. I'd like to listen to that Sheffield United game. Let's have a look and see if it's not telling us which ones. It doesn't tell us until really late on whether we've got a game. I tell you what we could do is we could go into the in-play and football. Which ones? They're all finished now, haven't they? They're all finished. Oh, here we go. We're going to forget to find. So we have got a choice of, we could choose Everton versus Crystal Palace. We can choose Ipswich versus Sunderland, Nottingham Forest versus Leeds, or the two that I would be choosing from usually would be Birmingham versus Bristol City or Blackburn versus Middlesbrough. So we will be doing that one. We're going to go with Birmingham versus Bristol City, seeing as there's some return. So we're going to go Birmingham versus Birmingham versus Bristol City. So that's the one we're going to go with. So we're going to be listening to that game. That's going to be the one we listen to as we go into the game in about 11 minutes' time. And I say, if anybody does want us to go through a team, if we're going to go Birmingham, Bristol City, let's have a quick... Oh, no. I don't want that one. Okay, that's the one that's just gone. I want one of the others. Let's have one of the others. Blackburn, Middlesbrough. How about that? Yeah, we're going Blackburn versus Middlesbrough then. Okay, Blackburn, Middlesbrough is the game we're going to go for. I didn't realise. I'd forgotten that was the game at 12:30, wasn't it? So we're going to go with Blackburn, Middlesbrough.
For themselves, Vitek, the former Man United man in goal, Britton, Captain Healy, Malander and Arsene from right to left at the back. Bearholter in the holding with Forrest and Per T. Harris in front of them. Morgan Whittaker and Sami Ento taking up the flanks.
Blackburn are 13-10 against, which is almost evens, isn't it?
Our attention to Eastwood Park and Blackburn Rovers.
We have Middlesbrough 4-6
in match day number 2
so
in the Championship.
I'll tell you what,
side that hosted
they're awful odds, aren't they?
Once again, but they drew 2-2.
First goal, that's the first goal. Yeah, that's dreadful.
From against newcomers Lincoln, they were 1-0 down and ended up turning around for a Lancashire brace.
Final result 27-10 for Blackburn and 10-11 for Middlesbrough.
Sam Morsey and Montgomery in the holding with Tom Campbell, the captain, in front of them. Afalian.
So here what we've got is Blackburn. The feeling amongst the bookies is that Blackburn have a good chance of getting that first goal. They really do, probably as much as what Middlesbrough do. But overall, Middlesbrough look like being odds on to win this one. However, don't write Blackburn off at 27-10. They don't look like they're completely putting them out on the line to dry. At 13-5 for a draw, yeah, you can. It's almost like they're thinking it's going to go one way or the other, but it's not going to be in the middle. I just got this feeling that the only thing holding that in is people thinking, no, we can get a draw, we can get a draw. So we're going to be listening to that one. We'll keep that one up. If anybody does want to listen, please do. We didn't keep quiet enough last time, so I'm going to be keeping quiet a little bit more this week. Even more if nobody comes on. If nobody comes on, if somebody's come on and disappeared. Yeah. If you want to listen, please do. Do give us a wave and do give us a comment, because believe it or not, if nobody comes on and nobody comments, apart from my friend Tina there, then we will cut it off. We will turn it off, and that will be a shame. Right, so that's the one we're going to be listening to. Hopefully, you can all hear it. I think you can.
With Tom Campbell, the captain, in front of them. Afalian on the left, Morishita on the right, and the big man number 9, Johnson, the Norwegian, up top.
So what else do we have? We have Derby versus Cardiff.
From right to left at the back.
Oh, bright, isn't it? Derby versus Cardiff today.
In front of them, Morgan Whitaker and Sammy Ento taking the flanks, and that man Will Lancashire up top. Kick-off at Ewood
For Derby, we have Zetterstrom.
We turn our attention to Ewood Park and Blackburn Rovers. They host
Taylor, Sanderson, Johnston, Langus. We have Mowat, Clark, Blackett, Taylor, and Travis, and Frolu. I'm not there though.
And they themselves would love to build on that this afternoon. Tony Mowbray
and Morris, obviously right up the front there. So we're doing really good. They've got a good side there, Derby. I don't think they did as well as what I expected them to do in the last week. However, we got Cardiff, who also for me didn't do as well. Trot in goal, we've got Scanlon, Bagan, NG there, of course. We've got Capaccio, Robertson, Ashford, Moylan, Tanner, Colwill, and Salek. Now, that should be a winning formula for me. Looking at the sides, I'm just looking at the substitutes. I would still say that for me, Cardiff have the edge on this game. Let's see if they do. If there is anybody, what do you think? Do you think Cardiff with that side have a slight? I don't even think it's slight. I think that Cardiff have a big.
Arsene from right to left at the back. Bearhalter in the holding with Morris and Per T. Harris.
Mowat, Clark, Blackett, Taylor for Derby, perhaps. Trying to hold that middle a little bit firmly, more firmly than they did last time. Against Cardiff, well, all of that side looks pretty sturdy to me.
Very much favourites for the championship. Wolves into the championship once again, but they drew 2-2 at Molyneux with a brilliant point. Whereas Borough had to come from behind against the newcomers Lincoln. They were 1-0 down and ended up turning it around through a Lancashire brace.
So Derby lost last time out, and I just look at it and I think I'm not. I just don't find they just didn't click. At least Cardiff got a point. I mean, that Cardiff side is really good. I like it. I think looking at it, I'm going to go with Cardiff. I'm going to go with Cardiff.
Harris in front of them. Morgan Whittaker and Sammy Ento taking the flanks, and that man will pick off at Ewood Park to 3 and join us then live. We turn our attention to Ewood Park and Blackburn Rovers. They host.
If anybody wants to come along, we've got 4 minutes. So if anybody is on, if you can give me a quick yes, I'm on, that would really help. Because what we will be doing soon is we'll take a little bit of a look at
love to build on that this afternoon. Tony Mowbray and Blackburn,
who is on, if anybody's listening at all. We'll just have a nice time sitting and talking about the games. Just going to make sure that I've got
Arsene from right to left at the back.
Something else on there. Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick look at how many are on and how many are watching at the minute. It's just me at the minute.
We turn our attention to Ewood Park and Blackburn Rovers. They host Middlesbrough in match day number 2 in the Championship. A Blackburn side that hosted very much favourites for the Championship, Wolves, into the Championship.
So there we are. We have got just me watching. Thank you very much, me. Very good. We have also got 3 thumbs up. Thank you very much to the people who have come on. Give me a thumbs up and disappeared. I know who you are. Well, I know one of you is. I know 2 of you are. So, yeah, great. So, thank you, Tina.
On the left, Morishita on the right, and the big man number 9, Johnson, the Norwegian, up top. For themselves, Vitek,
Norwegian up top.
Man in goal. Right. Britain, Captain Ealing, Melander, and Arsene from right to left at the back. Bearhalter in the holding with Morris and Per T. Harris in front of them. Morgan Whittaker and Sammy Ento taking the flanks.
Let's go Southampton now. Let's have a look at Southampton.
Join us then live. Turn our attention to Ewood Park and Blackburn Rovers. They host.
We go Southampton. If we just extend it a little bit. Perez in goal. We've got Bree, Stevens, Wood, Gordon, Manning, Azaz, Downs, Matsuki, Saenza, Fellows, and Larin. I mean, it should be able to do well in the Championship, shouldn't it? Really should. However, Stoke City, the mighty Viking himself, Victor Johansson in goal, who's actually offered, if they get into the Premier League, he's offered to buy everybody at Stoke, all the fans, a pint, which, when he left Rotherham, he actually left a tab on one of the Rotherham pubs, and actually did just that for the Rotherham fans. So if he says he's going to buy you all a pint, he will. So that one, I just see somebody leave. In front of him, we have got Gibson, Johnson, Wilmot, Bockett, Sumare, Galbraith, Bay, Gallagher, Thomas, and Hurst. It's going to be an interesting one, this one, because I think I would be saying Southampton, but especially at home, I think that Stoke City side with the mighty Vikings still at the back. I mean, really, he looked like he was.
Middlesbrough, 2 teams that have avoided loss on the first day, and they'll want to build on that, that's for sure. Blackburn aside, drew 2-2 away at Wolves on the opening day in the Friday night to kick off the Championship campaign, and they got a fantastic 2-2 draw, which is absolutely brilliant.
Where's the first goal going to come from? Look, Zoe, I'm watching it.
Big performance.
How can you say I'm not watching it?
On the road,
I'm
that's
watching
for sure. Up against the Middlesbrough side, who are tipped to be one of the heavy favourites to go up, of course, that heartbreak in the playoff final.
If anybody else is watching it, apart from me, if you can give me a thumbs up, just give me a comment with a thumb up here.
Will Lancashire being one of them from Tottenham. Be a big
Where's the first goal going to come from? Here we go. Nothing in the There's been a goal. There's been a goal.
Tony Mowbray's Blackburn have caught
it's in League One.
Former player and manager in
no, it's in League Two. The League Two is the first place we go to. From a relegated side, and it's not mine, it's Exeter 1, Accrington Stanley 0. And I really didn't know that. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. I was thinking that was going to be a dead rubber. I really did. Yes, within 2 minutes, we have Exeter.
Goldie, Hungarian. It's Alabiosu, Atchison, McLaughlin, and Pickering at the back from right to left. Montgomery and Sam Mossy making his home debut. Former Ipswich 2
minutes, yeah, 2 minutes. Exeter there, getting the lead. It's that new. I haven't even got the player.
Ailing's going to head it back across. Not a bad attempt. And cleared. Todd Cantwell, the skipper, just in behind the striker. It's Morikita and Afalea.
Exeter are in the lead.
Johnson.
Let's have a look at my side, Rotherham United.
Shot-stopper taking goal.
At the minute, Agdale for Rotherham in defence up to Ashley. Ashley in midfield. The midfielder, Ashley, passing it back. A couple of 1-2s. They're trying to play the possession football. Not too happy about them doing that. Doesn't tend to work. It goes to Otto in the left wing. They're passing it through to the middle now. Denzel Hall, a bit high. Oh, crosses it across the left side, but it doesn't quite get passed back out. Back in again, gets pushed back out again. There's a lot of high balls coming in here from Rotherham, but all York are doing at the minute is passing it straight back out again. So here we have
other games going on, by the way, in the Championship. Any goals that go in, I will try my utmost to bring you them. Derby, Cardiff, Preston Wolves,
we have Rotherham there. We are trying to.
It's Swansea, Sheffield United in Wales, and also in Wales, Wrexham.
They're trying to. Rotherham are trying to.
And in the Premier League, Everton.
Rotherham are trying to push it in through the middle. They don't seem to be doing a great job of it. Trying to get that
Middlesbrough with Ayling into the centre circle.
At the minute, Rotherham are doing a good job of trying to just
side of centre and over to the far
side. Keep the ball. And as I said last time, as it goes back to Can, across to Al Joffrey. Al Joffrey, well, is it in? Defender, press it down. Oh, Mullin off target. And again, off target. We're not going to do anything unless you can get it on target, are we? So it's a goal kick for York City.
He's been tripped, referee's not interested.
Let's have a look at the other side in League Two. It's just Exeter 1-0 up at the minute. Exeter 1, Accrington Stanley. Blackburn is the game that we're listening to.
Inside their own half. It's good work. And they're coming forward.
Blackburn we're listening to.
Early ball. Cantwell trying to go around the corner, and it's going to be a chance for the Blackburn man, and it's a good save. Flag stays down as well.
Nothing in the Championship yet.
Johnson with the effort low, and it was a good save as well by Vitek.
Derby 0,
so the first chance
Cardiff
of the
0.
game goes
Derby are attacking at the minute down the left wing with Johnston. Johnston can try and come forward.
Far side for Blackburn Rovers. Going to get another look at it.
Trying to just weave around a couple of 1-2s, but not quite getting in there. Let's just move back to the live stream, shall we?
Slightly dangerously, but they're going to try and hit on the counter here on the near side.
Injury for Tanner for Cardiff.
Taking on his man, former Plymouth man, through the legs as well, looking for the 1-2, slightly light on numbers, and they've been outnumbered. And it looks like Blackburn should clear their lines. With
Blackburn, we're listening to the Blackburn-Middlesbrough game. Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 0. Nothing in the Championship yet as far as goals.
Against Middlesbrough, so they're
League One. We've nothing in the League One.
It has to be said.
Let's have a look at the Leicester-Burton game. I think the Leicester-Burton game will be rather interesting. Will Leicester stop doing the possession football? This is the important thing for me. Leicester there. Burton came on the attack and Leicester blocked it immediately. Goes straight back out to Burton. Burton now getting the ball. In the Webster comes in. Burton goal! It's Leicester 0, Burton 1. And Burton They've ruined the home
No
crowd's
goal got it
support
elsewhere
now.
at the minute.
5
Light
minutes.
on the goals.
And it's Burton winning. It's Leicester 0. Burton 1. Burton. I was just saying, what are and yes, Leicester City are playing the possession football. Over nearly 65% possession by Leicester. Does it make any difference? No, because you don't play that in League One. It doesn't work. They found out. How they found out Burton Albion straight down that right wing. Leicester push it back out again, only straight to a Burton fan, a Burton supporter, who then kicks it straight in the middle, bang, in the net. It's Burton leading Leicester City 1-0.
Free kick very centrally now.
Any other goals in Championship? Yes, we have a goal in the Championship. It's Preston North End 0, Wolverhampton
for them as
1.
well. Looks like Wolves are taking the lead away at Preston as well. So goals are starting to go in.
We have a goal at West Ham, and believe it or not, this is incredible, isn't it? West Ham 0, Charlton 1. So Charlton are now. It's all the away sides, isn't it? It's all the away sides at the minute. Absolutely amazing. Leicester, of course, Leicester 0, Burton 1. Exeter actually are at home, are they? Exeter are winning 1-0. Exeter 1, Accrington 0. We have another goal in League 2. Rochdale 0, Crawley 1. I like that Crawley side. I think it could do well.
It's now off at his feet.
Wow.
He's just going to chop through the ball, cut through to the near side, looking for Pickering.
Premier League. Let's have a look at that. Everton 0. Crystal Palace 0. Ipswich 0. Sunderland 0, and Nottingham Forest 0, Leeds 0.
Middlesbrough looking more comfortable in possession, but Blackburn on the counter attack look well, and they're coming forward again. Could Johnson find his man through? Does the flag stay down at least for now? Back to goal laid backwards, and the flag goes up, and
offside.
The hand goes up from Tom Reeves.
We got to go with Milton Keynes. It's Huddersfield are flying, aren't they? Huddersfield are flying. Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1. We're starting to see the goals now. We are starting to see the goals.
I've taken a 1-0 lead. Larin has given the
Southampton. Yes, Southampton have got the lead. Now, I did say here, I actually like this chance of Stoke getting at least a draw. It's Southampton 1, Stoke 0, and the mighty Viking has been beaten. The mighty Viking has been beaten.
Larin has given them the lead. Blackburn have it at the back.
The game we're watching.
As he strides forward down the right flank, long ball.
Yes, it would. Middlesbrough now have it in the back, so Middlesbrough can start building forward.
He just carries it into his own area.
So far, actually, Middlesbrough have 70% of play in this game.
To Berhalter, who's sort of an anchor, he's the architect of.
They also have 17 attacks against, 18 attacks now against Blackburn's 9. It's going up by the minute. It was 8, now that's 9. It's just going end to end at the minute. They are doing quite well. Middlesbrough are building in this game. Certainly looking a lot better. So let's have a look at the game's scores so far. The games with goals are Preston North End 0, Wolverhampton 1, Southampton 1, Stoke 0, West Ham 0, Charlton 1. Where else have we got goals? Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1, Leicester 0, Burton 1, and Burton are punishing Leicester for doing the old possession football. Exeter 1, Accrington 0 as the first goal of the 3 o'clocks. Rochdale 0, Crawley 1.
Centrally in his own half now, the former Leeds United
anything in the Premier League? No.
Centre half by trade now, in the latter stages of career. You know, the pace moves out of his game.
If anybody wants any other games, Southport 1, Bedford Town 0.
Berhalter over to the far side.
Harbour Town 1, Darlington 0.
Inside the safety net of his own half. So 11 on the clock remains.
Hebburn Town 1.
Really to write home about in terms of chances.
That's in the English League National North.
Blackburn are set up for the counter attack so far.
let's look at my side
That
then.
Wolves goal,
As we
1-0
listen
away
to
in Deepdale. It was Fernando Lopez
Lopez for
the midfielder
Wolves.
giving Wolves the lead for the first time in the Championship this season.
York attacking, and they almost catched Ted Can, the Rotherham goalkeeper, off his line again. And he kicks it out for a York throw-in.
Coming to fruition just yet. Malanda swings to the edge of the box. It's a good touch backward.
Williams
Harris is better
for
for
York.
as they get on the end of it. Big chance for Middlesbrough. It's 1-0. The team
Middlesbrough scored.
It was a brilliantly played ball through, and it's Sarmiento, the former Brighton man.
Would it be Sarmiento? It would be.
By the T-side, on the edge
wasn't panicking on that and kicked it out. And
he had
York City are nearly in the lead there.
Slotted into the back of the net. So after 12 minutes, Middlesbrough lead in this game.
Middlesbrough
Play
are
around
ahead.
on the edge.
Even though Blackburn actually were playing really well at the time, but
by Sarmiento into the bottom right-hand corner. It was a nice goal. Put his foot through it.
Middlesbrough were doing better. They were doing better. But Blackburn had started to play some good football.
Favourites. And tipped to be one of the favourites for
Let's have a look
the
at the
Championship this
Southampton
season.
game. Stevens for Southampton on the left wing.
And they
Passed
lead
it
against
back
Blackburn
to
Rovers
Perez.
very
Tries
early in match
a
day
1-2
number 2.
but
Very good taking goal.
it
Didn't have much of an
gets
angle
nicked
in the
by
bottom right
Wilmot
corner to
from
find
Stoke.
and swept it home.
Bocat.
It was a brilliant goal and a
Galbraith to try and play it up the middle now.
for them.
Stoke City against Southampton.
Setting up.
Back to
Kim Elberg,
Gibson.
of course,
They're not taking this quick. They're just trying to slow the game down. Back to Wilmot.
Final defeat against Hull, who
Sort
had
of
the famous win
advanced
at lunchtime
defence
against
or
Middlesbrough,
back
against Manchester
midfield.
United. Apologies.
Up the left, up the right
They pick themselves
to
up, Kim Helberg
Hurst.
and Middlesbrough, and they have won the lead. So many fans have gone
Hurst
as well. Plenty of
Couple of
travelling fans
1-2s trying to.
from the north east of England.
It's not
Lancashire.
really managing to get through here.
And, not a sellout in Blackburn's end, but certainly a sellout in Middlesbrough's. And they've seen their team take an early lead.
Really doing
And
very
they'll
well.
be
Oh, it's
very,
gone
very
out for
happy
a
with
South.
that.
They didn't
It
quite
has to be
control
said.
their Hurst, and it went out for
Millwall were the
Southampton
first team to
throw-in.
get maximum points from 2 games. They won earlier against 10
Doesn't
Norwich,
look
3
like
goals to nil.
Stoke City are going to do very well
sitting
there.
on 6 in the top 2.
Southampton are
after that
controlling that
Sarmiento
game.
goal.
1-0 up
And
and
really good.
controlling it.
Watford have taken the lead at
West.
Wales away
Oh,
at Wrexham. Have
yes.
not had a good start.
It's Wrexham
to life
0,
Championship career guard,
Watford
giving them the lead across
1.
the
I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought that Wrexham
sit on 6 points
had
from 2 games.
enough
Sarmiento the goal scorer, left side of the box
to do
now.
that.
For the
But
team
they
in red.
haven't, and they're
Comes
not.
across, he's just
And
going to flick into the
it's
edge of the box. Couldn't be taken down by Bearhole. Shot
Watford.
comes in low. It's under hit, but they've got the ball on the near side. Middlesbrough stay on the attack. I think there was an
Watford
offence
are
on the edge of the box.
winning that.
Here against Middlesbrough.
Huddersfield still winning.
Blackburn have themselves
Burton Albion
a
still
free kick on
winning
the edge.
against Leicester
Themselves up
City.
against Tony Rover
And we've got another goal. Now, the first team to score was Exeter. They've actually
And it was
added
a free
another
kick.
one now. So it's
For the
Exeter
big centre-half,
2,
James Ashton
Accrington
leaves the
Stanley
top
0.
to take this one.
Still, we have
On the
another
edge.
goal in League 2 as well.
Goes
Rochdale
elsewhere as
0,
we speak.
Crawley
Rogers gonna
1.
cut through the ball, nearly quarter
It's
of an hour of
Shrewsbury
play in
Town
Goodwood
0,
Park.
Barnet
Visitors
1.
lead by a goal to
And
Sarmiento's tricky and
I said
running
that they're scoring for fun in some of their games. And here they are in the lead. Barnet, yes, doing really well. Shrewsbury now on 8-1. You have to worry for them because that side just isn't doing anything, is it? That Shrewsbury side seems to be really struggling. I can't see where they're going to be
in the
getting
midfield,
anything from.
and it will be a throw in near side for the home side once again. Now back in possession.
If people wanted it, we could actually move to the Wrexham game.
So far, of course,
If anybody's interested.
Hull City against Manchester United in the
But
lunchtime
we've got
kickoff.
Blackburn on at the minute
No
until
goals in the
half
Premier League
time.
also to bring you. I think the biggest talking about in the Championship is the fact that West Ham are losing to Charlton at the London
West
Stadium
Ham losing to Charlton,
so
and
far.
that's going to really hurt
Turning on
in
the
the West
Sam
Ham
Hart,
losing to
moves
Charlton,
the near side,
Leicester
Leeds
losing at home to
Pickering.
Burton Albion.
Harry Pickering
How
on
is
halfway.
this, eh? How is this? Amazing weekend at the minute. Wigan have just
Oh,
let one in. It's Wigan 0, Leighton Orient 1 as we listen to Blackburn Middlesbrough.
Kick it again. He's going to glide it to the near side.
I said Exeter now have increased that lead. Exeter 2, Accrington Stanley 0.
Create out of nothing. Ball over the top.
Crawley just taken the lead. Rochdale 0. Crawley 1.
Followed by a Middlesbrough body. Swings it to the edge. That's a good ball. Shot comes in. Oh, it's all wrong. It's a goal kick. It's sliced high into that Middlesbrough stand. Morishita, he could have even taken a touch right on the edge. Superbly picked out on the near side. We'll get another look at it. Ball over the top to be chased.
Morishita.
Ball over the top for the
went to the sky. Rich at the minute is like nice and blue.
Ball to Morishita. Oh, he just went late through. He's cut through it and sliced it over either side from that wicket corner or at least take a touch. That's a
York
huge
City away at Rotherham.
That's a great one too. And a ball early over the top. What play that is from Middlesbrough into the box. Can the touch be taken? Well, as a man tumbling down, the referee's looking the other way, I think. He has. He lost his balance.
York City coming forward. York City have a shot. Oh, off target by Newby. And York City are actually doing really well. York City.
And then Alabiosu's done just about enough.
York City have now got more of the ball. It was Rotherham playing all the play. Now it's the other way around. It was Rotherham United 60% possession. It's now York City 60% possession.
It comes for Blackburn.
4 shots for York City, none on target. 1 for Rotherham, none on target. You know what I say about that.
At the minute. Ticking over to 17.5, and it still remains Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1. Turning him over against his former side, not enjoying it at the minute.
Middlesbrough winning here.
Target for Blackburn, 4
probably
deservedly for Middlesbrough, and that, of course, was the goal. Chop ball to the far side for looking for Alabiosu, who's just such an attacking fullback, so high. He's furthest man forward for Blackburn on multiple occasions.
Have a quick look at the others again.
But
Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1, of course. Preston are now still winning. Preston, are losing. Preston 0, Wolverhampton 1. West Ham 0, Charlton 1. And let's have a look at that. I think let's have a look at this one.
Well in control of this one, goes back to Viatek.
And again, it's Charlton down the left-hand side this time.
Republic man. Cardiff take the lead at Pride Park.
Oh,
of course, that
Cardiff have taken the lead.
On opening day against Welsh rivals Wrexham with that late-minute free kick. Ashford has given Cardiff the lead for the first time in the 26-27 campaign.
So Derby 0, Cardiff 1.
The Bluebirds coming forward, for Lancashire.
So that's interesting.
He's just going to check backwards to come forwards. Checking inside the left back.
We'll quickly go to QPR. QPR 0, Bolton 1.
On that weaker right.
Bolton are now just pushing it down the middle. They usually play it from the back, and then they didn't do in that one. They played it straight over down the middle.
Check ball inside from Melanda.
But they have managed to get it back with Conway. Will they do something here? Because this Bolton side like to play the ball forward from the back.
It's not happening just yet. Lays it back to Arston Bollins.
They tried going to the left wing, but they lost the ball.
Picked off by Callum Britton.
We did say Watford are 1-0 up, by the way. Watford are 1-0 up.
Of the game and the ball here.
West Ham 0, Charlton 1.
Melanda, far side, just inside the half, far side.
Okonkwo.
Inside it goes to be picked up by Aidan Morris.
Been
steady
down the right wing. Oh, he gets taken off them in the final third.
It's good football here from Middlesbrough.
Charlton did really well there. Charlton playing it down really well. Nearly getting
ball over the top,
in there.
Not too decent, not too bad either. Flicked inside.
As West Ham now go down the right wing. Cross it in. Oh, Okonkwo manages to cut that cross out. There's end-to-end stuff here at West Ham.
Chance to get a right-footed ball. It's a good one looking for Lancashire.
But still, West Ham 0.
Going to pick up left-hand side.
Charlton 1.
Blackburn, Middlesbrough looking inside the boxes.
If there is anybody here, then do give us a quick chat, because if you don't give us a quick thumbs up and say, yes, I'm in, we're going to be cutting it in, probably another 10 minutes.
Plenty of goals going in elsewhere. Still no goals in the Premier League, though.
Wrexham 0, Watford 1.
There's a long ball here over the top.
I can't believe it's Leicester City 0, Burton Albion 1 still. Let's just see whether they're still playing possession football, this Leicester City side.
Aidan Morris with Sam Morsey.
Yeah, they're still playing possession football. 78% possession for Leicester City.
Referee saw him deem anything worthy off the ball, and
Burton Albion,
as a man offside for Blackburn.
22% possession. One shot, one on target, one goal. Leicester, you're dreadful.
Free kick will commence.
I can't believe it. Leicester City, 4 shots from their 78% possession. 4 shots. One of them on target.
They've given it away.
No goals.
And it's now with Blackburn. They're coming forward far side. It's a commentator's curse coming into effect. And throwing far side for Rovers. Halfway inside the Borough half. Morishita winning it. And the Japanese
Charlton winning. Watford winning.
We don't want to take it as well. Just leave
Southampton still winning. Wolverhampton winning. Cardiff winning. Middlesbrough in the game we're listening to. They're winning as well.
The Hornets. But Imre has given
Huddersfield are winning.
Imre has given them the equaliser on the 22nd minute. It's on the near side with Pickering. Just goes back to halfway to McLaughlin.
The other one that we worried about was Peterborough. Now, Peterborough 0, Mansfield 0 as Peterborough block that shot.
Showing for him at the minute.
Look, Mansfield can score, they can win. But at the minute, actually, Peterborough aren't doing all that bad. Look, there's only one shot on target in the entire game so far. And it's gone to Peterborough. One shot on target, that's it. One shot by Peterborough. And 2 shots by Mansfield, not on target. So this game is dreadful. The Peterborough game is absolutely dire. It's one of the. I could see this being 0-0. I know we're only on 23 minutes, guys, but this is dire.
Oh, it's brilliant from Ayling. It's fantastic defending and good positioning.
Ayling nearly scoring.
The keeper was beaten. Luke Ayling was not. That's all his experience there coming into play. The former Premier League defender on the line to clear. Is definitely.
Ayling did really well there. Really did.
Have come. But if it wasn't
but Middlesbrough are still doing it for me. Still doing it.
Yellow card. Oh well, yellow card. It's for a Blackburn man. He's gone in late on his man. There's a bit of frustration from the Rovers player.
So we have got Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1, and Middlesbrough. Just are they starting to just pull back a bit? I don't know, but then they allowed Blackburn in then.
Caution. It looks like an early goal has gone in the Premier League, and it looks like Ipswich, the new boys, have taken the lead against the Black Cats.
Ipswich 1-0 against
Ipswich 1. Sunderland
against Sunderland
on the 24th minute to the new boys.
Southampton still 1-0 against Stoke, I take it. Yeah.
Very much in a good
Southampton attack down the middle with Downs.
Just seen down through the middle. The clearance off the line, it was brilliant.
Pulls it back to Wood Gordon.
Absolutely fantastic.
Across to Bree. Bree now on the right hand side. Back to Gordon. Couple of 1-2s.
No, Ipswich 1.
Stevens down the left. Gordon running down the left. Southampton running down the left. Manning, I think it is, down the left. Pulls it in. Larin. Oh, it's off target. Just could have done so much better there. But Southampton still on top. Still on top here.
Too early there.
As
did Lancashire.
Still ahead. Still on top. Does look one way at the minute in that game. Southampton 1. Stoke 0.
There'll be a free kick for Blackburn.
It's the other game I thought might be either all Reading or 0-0 would be Wimbledon 0, Reading 0.
To Britain, he's just going to hook it forward for Lancashire.
It still looks like it will be Reading, but
the former Spurs man in the
they're not making any breakthrough at the minute.
It's a bit of a worry for them.
Bromley 0, Cambridge 0. Leicester 0, Burton Albion 1. Yes, you've heard it right.
Derby 1, Cardiff 1.
Derby 1, Cardiff 1. They've equalised.
Carlton Morris, the man up top.
I've not got that far yet.
The Rams. Derby 1.
Stevenage 0, Oxford 0. Oh, Oxford have a shot off target. Comes bounce off a defender. Comes back out to Gilsell. Gilsell running out right hand side for Oxford. Can they do anything? They're playing good possession football, unfortunately. I think Oxford, are they doing it again? I'm sure they are. It looks like it. Let's check the stats. They're actually not. They're actually not doing as bad this time. They do seem to have learned.
At this City ground, again, may have to hold our breath, but it looks like the travelling team have got the lead. It looks like Leeds United are 1-0 up at the City
Leeds
ground.
1-0 up.
I will confirm that
Leeds.
and confirm
Let's
the
have a
goal
look.
scorer when that
Let's
does come
have
to
a
me.
quick look down here
Looks like a throw-in
myself.
on the near side for Middlesbrough.
Nottingham Forest 0, Leeds 1. There's a VAR check here for Leeds
Right in the
United.
corner on the near side.
Shall we
Just
wait
cleared out
and
by
see
McLaughlin
whether
for
Leeds
good
United have
clearance.
taken
26
the
on the
lead?
clock. Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1. Unofficial independent off-tube studio commentary on our screens from Ewood Park in Lancashire. Pat Harris is going to take this throw. He does have a long throw in his locker.
Nottingham
Another
Forest
leaping job off Stoke
waiting
and
here
an
to
equaliser.
see whether the
St. Mary's
VAR
against
start.
Southampton.
Doesn't look like
A
it
long
stood.
throw into the box by Pat Harris, helped on. Atchison with the clearance to the edge of the box. Shot's going to come in.
It
and
looks
block.
like
Things ricocheted
it's
back from
Nottingham
Middlesbrough,
Forest
and
0,
no, it
Leeds
hasn't.
0.
It's going to be a Middlesbrough corner on the far side.
We are waiting, but it does look like it's going to be
Galbraith,
chalked off, that
former
one.
Swan, Ethan Galbraith, giving Stoke the equaliser.
Stoke City got an equaliser. I didn't see that one.
It's gonna be
Derby
a linked
1,
goal.
Cardiff
He's under
1.
review for offside, so holding the breath, and it's corrected. It's actually still 0-0, so that's why we do halt.
Yeah, it is 0-0.
Because we see them sort of
Absolutely.
things coming.
It's Southampton
But a
1,
Middlesbrough corner,
Stoke
far side,
1.
he's swinging
And I
right
would
footer,
say Stoke
to
were
come
actually
in,
getting
plenty of
pinned
red
back then.
shirts in the box.
Hey,
to find.
commentator's curse, isn't it? It's now Southampton 1, Stoke 1.
Outswinger with the left foot, just headed clear to the edge of the box. Bearhalter to take it down. He's seen something.
So Stoke City there, getting back into it.
Blow his whistle. I'm a bit confused here.
I'm glad you're
I'm
confused.
not sure what he's seen. He's calling the Middlesbrough players back over to the far side.
Strange one here. We'll work out what's happening.
The corner's going to be retaken. I'm not quite sure why. Tom Campbell's fuming. He's furious at the referee.
Give them another
Interesting
chance.
decision. So when I find out what that was for,
When I find out what that was for.
Retake the corner.
Oh, dear Lord. Another corner. They're going to give that corner
So
again.
went short and went for the first time left-footed cross. Interesting to see what they go for here. They dealt with the first one, Blackburn, very well with the defensive
So
header.
Middlesbrough get
Swinging right
corner
footer.
to
Looks like he's going to
retake.
put this one straight into the melee. Here it comes. It's a good ball in as well. Deep header out by Atchison
It's
once again.
still Leicester City
Sarmiento trying to
0.
recycle to
It's
the far
Burton 2. Leicester 0. Burton 2.
Goes again.
Burton have scored
Ball in looks over
again.
here. It's gonna
27
be
minutes.
goal
Let's
kick,
see
so
how far
goes up the
long
waist,
ago
that's
this
great.
was
Now,
ago.
as we said, it's only the one goal in the
2
Premier League.
minutes.
It's gone the way of the Tractor Boys.
Yeah, literally just happened. Burton have actually scored another goal. Leicester City are absolutely dire this year. They're trying to possess. Look, they had 78% possession, Leicester City. What possession have they got with this 2-0 defeat so far?
Very much a different
70, still 78% possession. How are they doing? Look, when will they learn? Will Leicester City learn?
That's the positive. Half an hour.
Will Leicester City learn that you
Plenty
can't
of
play
football
possession
still to play.
football in League One? Doesn't look like it. Absolutely doesn't look like it. Absolutely unbelievable. Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1, as Huddersfield got on another run down the right-hand side.
Referee's counting. Going to get the 5 seconds. He's reversed the throw-in. It's a good decision by the referee. The new rule, of course, you only get 5 seconds to take your throw-in. Took too long, and he reversed it back to Middlesbrough.
Wow.
Which sort of sums up the opening half an hour from the hosts.
Wigan 0, Leyton Orient 1. That's an interesting one there. To me, Leyton Orient fans have always been saying that we can do this. We can absolutely. We've not lost many of our good players.
Centrally, and it's a good run as well as he overran it. He's tripped on the turf. He's not getting anything for that. And it's going to come backwards, and Middlesbrough have ball in possession. First time Blackburn have looked truly stretched in this game. And it's going to go to the far side this time. Sarmiento centrally inside to Bale.
Exeter still winning. Crawley still winning. Barnet. Now, I said Shrewsbury Town 0, Barnet 1. I think that could be a lot more. I really do. Surprisingly enough, it's Rotherham 0, York City 0.
He's gone back to him.
Swindon 0, Cheltenham 0. In the Premier League. It's still Nottingham Forest
on the-
0, Leeds 0. That one was chalked off
Far side, Middlesbrough have it on the edge.
for
Gonna try
Leeds.
run through. Still on the edge of the box. That's a poor touch.
And Rotherham has scored! Rotherham actually scored. I can't believe it. Have
On the far
Rotherham
side now
scored?
with Britain. Ball
1-0
doesn't look
to
too bad,
Rotherham.
getting clear fairly comfortably
Ouch.
in the end. Looks like Johnson just by himself. That's the only
We're
problem. He's
on
marked by
30
three.
minutes. Let's have a
Well,
look.
3 prevail in Luke Ayling.
So, yeah,
And
it's 0-2. 0-2 scores for Rotherham.
over on the far side.
That was actually 10 minutes
With
ago, so
Melanda centrally.
not been showing me the scores. This thing.
Ayling has it. Just over halfway they go.
So there, 1-0 up for Rotherham. Barnet 1-0 up. Swindon Town against Cheltenham. 0-0. Oh, Swindon Town 1, Cheltenham 0. Just seen it as I came out. Swindon Town has scored, so it's Swindon 1, Cheltenham 0. It's Shrewsbury Town 0, Burton Albion 1, Rotherham United 1, York City 0, Rochdale 0, Crawley 1, Port Vale 1, Tranmere 0. So Port Vale have got the first goal there. Fleetwood versus Gillingham, and it's Fleetwood 0, Gillingham 0.
For the team in red, looking to do that
Wow.
box passing once again.
Exeter 2, Accrington 0. Yep, still that.
Side. Just checking around on that left flank, trying to make something happen, just trying to find a bit of space.
We'll go to
And it goes
Crewe
centrally now
versus Northampton.
To Bearholder, over to
Crewe,
the near side to
get it
Whittaker.
taken off
Can he
them.
form an angle?
It's that
Goes
good
backwards.
Northampton defence
Once
there.
again,
Really
keeping
did
all
well.
that with
As
Aidan
soon as
Morris,
they go to
laid
the
it
final
backwards to
third,
Ayling, back to Morris,
stops
chance to cross, right side of the box, ball comes in to the front post. Didn't get the touch, and the keeper grabs it in 2 hands. Like they may have just started to look like
Crewe 0, Northampton 0.
the front post, but Toff read it well,
Northampton
catches
playing
it
good
in 2 hands.
defensive football
fairly
again.
comfortably.
They don't seem to have much up front though.
To the back now with Blackburn. Down the line they go. That's
You
under
go
him. It's found a Borough man, but he's
into
only been able to slide it
the
into
League
touch
One.
through Pete Harris.
It's
It's gonna be an
Wickham
interesting
0,
one.
Plymouth
Middlesbrough
1. I
this season, I think
did seem to hear
very important figure for them.
that they'd scored a goal.
The number
Wickham
14
0, Plymouth 1. Let's see who
just going
scored
backwards
that one for
to go
Plymouth.
forwards.
It was
Over on the far side,
Evans
stabbing
for
it down the line
Plymouth
to Johnson, chest down,
on
that's good play
25
by the big
minutes.
number 9. Move to the near side. There's a lot of
So-
space on this near side now for Harry Pickering. Can he
As
get a ball into what's
we,
going
where
down
are
the
they?
line? It's a
Oh, I
ball
lost
that's
it
not
now.
really on. Felian was never
As we go
favourite.
into the
He's actually kept it in
33rd minute,
against
That's
Middlesbrough that was trying to shepherd it out.
and a while ago.
Middlesbrough got it clear, and it's a good
Wigan
run as well. He's
versus
keeping hold of it. Just
Orient.
lost out. Blackburn put
Wigan
it back well high
0,
up.
Leighton Orient
To the
1.
edge of the box, 1-2. May look for the return they have. This is well worked, and there's just a tackle at the last minute, just when it looked like Blackburn were going to be in. The ball clipped into the box of the back post now. They can't make it
Middlesbrough are
stick.
doing some good
Middlesbrough.
defending.
Best
They are
Blackburn
doing
have
some
looked
good
in a long
defending.
time.
We'll say that.
Sheeter,
They are doing
right
some
hand
good
side,
defending.
and the build on what they've just started.
Stockport,
25 yards off
Blackpool,
central,
and
to the
it's
far side to
Stockport
Murray
0,
Hater.
Blackpool 1.
Over to
So
the far side it
Blackpool are
goes.
taking
To
the lead.
Abiosu.
I did say
It's
Blackpool have
orthodox
some good
passing
players,
forward,
and
they've
I
got
kept
the
getting
Middlesbrough
laughed
are gonna
at.
have to go all the
They're
way back
1-0
to
in the
Toff.
lead against a damn good Stockport
be
side,
careful.
you know? And in fact, now Stockport come
Playing out
forward,
from the back,
but
that Middlesbrough on this press.
it's way away from goal. Defender blasts it back out. Stockport have another shot with Diamond, and that one's off target as well.
Keeping hold of the ball.
It's
Middlesbrough
just not.
slightly more under the cosh than what we've
I think
seen.
we might get a corner from that
so
for
far in the opening
Stockport,
35
but
minutes, 10 till the break.
they are pushing
Middlesbrough still
Stockport.
lead by a
But
goal.
at the minute, they're 1-0 down. Stevenage versus Oxford then. Stevenage 0,
Zipped
Oxford
inside
0.
to Callum Britton.
At least, look, Oxford have started to try and control the game with some really
Plays it to the
good
near side of
possession
centre.
football, but they're not actually
Keeping hold of it
doing.
now, Aidan Morris. He's always on the move. He's always moving around to the
They
near
are
side.
getting into
Ayling.
attacking positions. They're not just
Back he goes to
passing
halfway
it around their own half.
on the near side of centre with Ayling.
And
Flipped inside
Stevenage
to
are
Sarmiento,
getting
to
the
Lange.
ball, so
Just couldn't get it under his
yeah,
spot. The ball was
they seem to have
little bit past
learned
him.
from last week's
Middlesbrough man
mess.
took one for his efforts, but he's going to be okay, I think.
Let's go to the Leicester
Took
game.
it back to his feet, and he's going to be fine.
Leicester 0,
Middlesbrough just
Burton
inside their
Albion
own half.
2. Leicester just
Keeping all
playing
the
it, and they got
Malanda in there.
huge
Pressure in there.
possession
Happy there in
figures here,
control of
Leicester
this one.
City, but They're 2-0 down. It really doesn't
Presently,
make any
to the centre
difference
circle
at
now.
all, does it? 78
Middlesbrough.
possession for
And over to the far
Leicester
side, ball
City,
dried up elsewhere.
2-0
Nothing
down.
really to write home about just yet. Leicester are down to 10 men and down 2 goals.
Oh,
to
10 men as well.
That'll be for Burton Albion at the King Power.
They go-
2 goals up, and Oliver Skip has been given a straight red card. Afternoon looking to forget for Leicester. That's for sure.
Leicester City are
Far side
not
with
doing
Middlesbrough.
well. Red card
Sarmiento,
and
Skip
2-0
was
down
to
at
go
home
backwards, but he still
against the
skipped that
mighty Burton
superbly.
Albion.
As we said,
Sorry, but, you know,
Ayling near
a
side,
team
ball
of
through.
that
Trying an
quality
adventurous one. You see what he's going for. but
shouldn't be
off.
being
Can't clear the lines.
played off the
No,
field by
just
Burton
clear.
Albion,
No one there. Middlesbrough back in possession.
especially if Leicester
Very,
City have
very good
78%
first half
possession.
for
Absolutely not.
Middlesbrough, the travelling
Bromley
so far.
against Cambridge. Bromley
Sarmiento
0, Cambridge
back
0.
halfway with Malander. Over
And,
it comes to the near side with Ayling.
Cambridge,
Check back to the far side to
74%
Malander.
possession, but only 4
Centrally now in the
shots.
centre
2
circle.
of them on target, none in the net.
Fair halted down the line.
Bromley,
keeper going
1
for,
shot,
picked off
1
well.
on target,
Reception, read it
none
well.
in the net. So
Blackburn going to come forward down the far side. Over halfway they go. Moved inside.
I'm going to say that might not be 0-0.
in the
That
centre
might be a
circle of their own half.
1 goal either way, that
And all
one.
the way to Pickering on the near.
Very much could be 1 goal
37
either
on the
way.
clock. 1-0 to the travelling team.
Rotherham 1,
So far.
York City 0. Let's just have another quick look at that.
Over to the far side to
And
Alabiosu.
Rotherham
All
down
over the
into
top
the
once again.
left-hand
Sergio.
corner with
And he's been
Bayubu.
found as well.
Otu
Going to try and make something happen in
back
the
to
corner.
cover
Middlesbrough
into
won the ball
midfield.
back.
Still on the left side, back to Canu's well out of his goal. Well out of his goal. And over to the right side with Al Joffrey, Denzel Hall, back to Agbear.
Slammed shut.
Down the left-hand side, perhaps, with Otu.
Goal
Bayubu.
line clearance from Ayling as well. The closest Blackburn have come by an absolute landslide. Ayling on the line. to block
Bayubu
the
runs
shot.
at the defence for
Malander.
Rotherham United. Gets it took off him, but
Inside to Morris,
takes the
who's in between
second
the two
ball.
centre-halves, currently pulling
Bayubu
the
gets
strings.
it back. Couple
Goes
of
inside.
1-2s with Ashley and Bayubu. Getting Otu back to Tavares. Oh, it's off
Pass
target.
it back, yeah,
Bounces
they
off a
have Blackburn back in
defender.
possession on
Comes
the
back
far
out.
side.
Oh, he just couldn't get a second
One
foot to
slight
it, and then
Middlesbrough
they
in terms of
clear it.
attacking.
We clear it back in, but they clear it back out again. Al Joffrey, don't
Ball
clear
inside,
it
round the
back in.
corner. It's not a good pass.
Play it forward. Denzel Hall, a Joffrey, Denzel
Sarmiento.
Hall, a Joffrey,
Man on his
Spence.
back. He's
We're
had to go
trying to
backwards.
keep the ball
Not in any
moving.
real hurry, it looks
This
like Middlesbrough at
actually
the
does
minute.
look good football
They
at
have
the
the
minute
goal
by
lead. They're in
Rotherham
control of the
United.
possession. But being on top away from home, you'd like to think they try and add to what they've already created. But at the minute,
Bayubu.
they're fairly in control of
Ashley
it.
in middle. Passes it to Molly. Molly shoots it off target. And he's really got to get some of these on target. He really
When
has.
it's straight back, when it looks like Blackburn, we're going to get back on it. Aidan Morris. Just a bit of a level above here, Middlesbrough at the minute. Looks like Cardiff have taken a 2-1 lead away at Pride Park, so they're back
So
in front.
Cardiff are
The
back in
Bluebirds.
front against
Their
Derby
first win in the
County.
championship this season.
Derby
The
1,
second attempt.
Cardiff 2. I was still watching the Rotherham game. It looks like it's going to be
So Middlesbrough
corner for
sorry, I
Rotherham.
should say Middlesbrough's neighbours, Sunderland, have an equaliser away at Ipswich.
So it's Ipswich 1,
So it's
Sunderland
Ipswich
1.
1, Sunderland 1. Of course, Sunderland having that unbelievable season last season.
Have a look at the Everton game, actually. Everton 0, Crystal Palace.
Sunderland 1. It was Nilsson.
It's actually quite even, this game.
Ecuadorian
Everton 0,
giving Sunderland
Crystal Palace
the
0.
leveller. So
It's a
there's
sort of
two goals
1-1
in
game
both
at
in
the
the
minute.
same game.
It looks like it
Walking
could be
over to the far
1-1.
side, big header from
Really
Malander.
does.
And all the way back it goes to Toff.
Ipswich Sunderland. Let's have a look at this. Ipswich 1, Sunderland 1.
Over to
It's
the near
just going
side,
to kick
the
off
centre
now
circle
for
comes to
Ipswich.
Callum
Ipswich
Britton.
are just going to take the
Back
ball
it
and
goes to Ayling.
kick it off.
He's going to think about a cross here, and he has it low and flat.
Swansea, Sheffield United. This I kept
played
saying,
only
look,
as far as
Sheffield
him
United
again.
have the better team
He
here,
just having
don't
a
they?
crossing
Don't
opportunity
they?
here, slightly overrun it, so he's just checked
Comes
backwards
in,
to
Peck
Morris.
has a shot, it's off
And all the way
target,
across to the far
bounces
side.
back. Only a defender grabs it
goes
before it
to
goes out.
Afston.
Tries passing it down the middle, but Burrows grabs it for Sheffield United down the middle to Rothwell. Couple of 1-2s in the centre down to the right hand side with Sariki. Sariki down the right loses it to Yeo for Swansea. Now Swansea can try and build.
Lancashire cross comes in. It's blocked. It's going to be a Middlesbrough corner on the near side. We got 4.5 to play.
Middlesbrough corner.
It's still Middlesbrough leading by the goal, and you'd like to think.
If anybody is on online, if you want to just give me a yes, I'm online. You will have to do it now. You will have to do it now, or it will be. We will close the stream in a short while.
For Middlesbrough.
So we will be doing that at some point.
We've already had one that they crossed in that was fairly comfortably dealt with. They've gone short again. It was going to be a first-time short corner cross. Headed clear once again fairly comfortably. They're going to try and move it to the near side once again.
Swansea back. Sheffield United now got the ball with Rothwell.
For his team. Harris to the near side. Cross going to come in again to the back post. It's an overhit cross.
I'm glad we didn't go for the Sheffield United game. I really am. Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1 as we got 4 minutes left there. Derby County 1, Cardiff 1, Cardiff 2, sorry. Cardiff there just going in the lead at Pride Park.
The edge of the box cutting through them, whereas the balls into the box haven't really taken
it's
that effect.
Go to Preston next, and it's Preston with the ball in defence. Preston 0, Wolves 1, and they lose it in defence. How? It went from the goalkeeper to an attacker straight away. They kick it out to Preston, but only as far as the 6-yard box to a Wolverhampton striker. Wolves there are really pushing it, crossing it in, but Clark grabs that one, kicks it out. It gets kicked back in. Clark again grabs it, and will he
confirm that when it comes through? It looks like the Toffees have taken the lead against the Eagles.
We can have a little look at that as Leicester's 10-man Leicester City 0, Burton Albion 2. Trying to grab that one, please. Leicester City 0, Burton Albion 2. And York City have equalised. It's York City 1, it's Rotherham 1, York City 1. Leicester City 1, Burton Albion 2.
Not taken. Aleafant dancing down the line, stabbed away.
Wow. A lot of goals going in here. Southampton 1, Stoke City 1. Now let's just check on that again.
Took too long.
Southampton 1, Stoke 1. Yes, that's still the gameplay there. Wrexham versus Watford.
Into his own half to Toth. It's being chased by Wilshere.
Wrexham 1, Watford 1. So we've got a goal there for Wrexham to equalise. It's Wrexham 1, Watford 1. It's, let's see the Stockport game. Important goal here. Stockport 0, Blackpool 2. So we've got one there.
Giving the Toffees the lead.
Everton have actually managed to get in lead there. Let's go to Wickham versus Plymouth. A good goal here. Wickham 0, Plymouth 1. And yeah, we're starting to see some goals here.
The championship is the fact that it's West Ham 0, Charlton 1.
Charlton still winning. Yeah, Ipswich 1, Sunderland 1, of course.
Hold on to this one. Blackburn on halfway.
We have Rotherham 1, York City 1.
Be hooked forward, left-footed. It's a long search, but it's overhit, and Vitek will come out of his box.
York City with the ball here.
Into his own area
come across.
Keep hold of it.
And forward. So let's see what happens.
Tom Reeves, the man in the middle. The fourth official puts up the board.
Otu.
Hook it forward and long, looking to get Will
Lancashire in the game. It. But goes back to Bailey, back to York City. Banker to Felix. Felix now. Felix tries it down the right-hand side for York City. Playing it short to Gray. As I lose connection just at the right time, isn't it? Really good. It's still Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1. Looks like Middlesbrough were on top in this game, but they just seem to have let go of this of the momentum, should we say here. It's not my connection. It's actually the radio connection that's gone there. As Middlesbrough go down the left-hand side, Cry crossing it in, but Morsey grabs it for Blackburn, runs into the Middlesbrough half, pass it to the left, down to Afolayan, because a couple of 1-2s on the left-hand side, back to Afolayan, runs into the corner, Pickering in the left corner, crosses it in, but Sarmiento is equal to that one. Pass it to Pearl Harris down the middle to Lancashire. Lancashire now trying to do a counter attack down the middle for Middlesbrough. Well, I'll do it anyway. It is actually over the 1 minute extra time as Blackburn get a yellow card right on the stroke of half time. That's going to be, I think that's going to be it in that game. Let's just go down the half-time scores, shall we, from bottom up, shall we? So we're going to call it a day, but before we call it a day, let's go through the scores from bottom up. It's Swindon Town 1, Cheltenham 0, and that one is half-time. It actually did what I wanted it to do, would be a damn good thing. Above them, it's Shrewsbury versus Barnet, and it's still playing with Barnet attacking. However, it should be just finishing. Shrewsbury Town 1, Barnet 1. So that's still playing. Barnet still pushing to get that regain the lead there. Wouldn't put it past them either. Rotherham United versus York. Rotherham went ahead only to get pegged back recently in the last few minutes by York City. It's Rotherham United 1, York City 1. There's still another 3 minutes to go there as Rotherham have a throw-in on their right-hand side deep into their own half. I was just going to try and keep it going while we see the gameplay here, see if we can. You only got 5 seconds to push it in, so you really got to be quicker than that. Was really close. We've already seen Blackburn do that incorrectly and get it given to Middlesbrough as they try pushing it into the middle, and York City grab that one. They're real dangerous shot. Coming in, Newby shoots and he's off target. Comes back and Pearce has a shot and that one's off target. Oh, Rotherham are defending with every man on the line here. And York City nearly went in there 2-1 up. Nearly went in there 2-1 up. But Rotherham hanging on for dear life at the minute. Rotherham 1, York City 1. Rochdale versus Crawley, and it's Rochdale 0, Crawley 1. It's Port Vale 1, Tranmere 0. I'm trying to keep refreshing it to make sure you get the right scores. That's the problem with this. Fleetwood 0, Gillingham 0, and is a half-time score. Anything else that we need to know of? Let's have a quick look. It's Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1. They're still playing here. Oh no, it's just finished at half-time. And Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1. Huddersfield really ruling that one. It's now 10-man Leicester 1, Burton 2. I mean, they're just playing the possession football, Leicester, and you know it might work. 1 goal up. Burton tire themselves out as they usually do after about 50-55 minutes, and Leicester could get that winner, an equaliser or a winner after that, I think. But you know it's going to be close for them this Saturday, I think. Bromley 0, Cambridge 0. Is that's still playing? Is it? Yep. This should be finishing any minute. Bromley 0, Cambridge 0. At the minute, Bromley are, for me, just about holding on here. Cambridge, though, they are playing some good football. Wimbledon versus Reading, and it's Wimbledon 0, Reading 0, but Reading have all the play, all the balls. Imagine Wimbledon don't really attack very much. They're not doing here. It's every Wimbledon man to his own at the back here with Reading just pressing. Leicester City, 10-man Leicester City 1, Burton Albion 2 is the shocker of the morning so far. It's Wrexham 1, Watford 1, with Wrexham getting back to equalise there. As we go in we'll do the Championship. What West Ham 0, Charlton 1 is a surprise. Swansea 0, Sheffield United 0. We'll go to that's still playing on 40. Oh no, it's just finished for half time. Swansea 0, Sheffield United 0. Southampton 1, Stoke 1, and Stoke they're coming back to equalise. Later on in the half, QPR 0, Bolton 0, and Preston 0, Wolves 1, and Wolves scored quite early on there. Derby 1, Cardiff 2, so they've come back to lead there twice. Blackburn, the game we were listening to, Blackburn 0, Middlesbrough 1. Middlesbrough started well, but they just seem to have died off a little bit there. Anything else we've gone through Championship, we've gone through League 1. Stockport 0, Blackpool 2, Wigan 0, Leyton Orient 1, Wycombe 0, Plymouth 1, Peterborough 0, Mansfield 0 is a surprise for me. It could be a 0-0 game. That really, really could be a 0-0 game. I said that early on. I'm still saying it. Milton Keynes 0, Huddersfield 1. 10-man Leicester 1, Burton 2, Bromley 0-0, and Wimbledon 0-0. Thank you for watching. It's been an interesting day. We have had a few people in. I've enjoyed it. Look, I will carry on doing the odd one here and there, but without people coming and watching it, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Who wants to talk? Who wants to listen to me talking with nobody commenting, apart from my friend Tina there? Thank you very much. Do like and subscribe, especially if you're coming on and thinking, I wonder what it was like. Let's have a little bit of a play. Hopefully you thought, next weekend, we might just watch a few minutes of it. It is good fun, and I do enjoy doing it. So please do like and subscribe. Next weekend, come on and join me as we look at all three divisions in the EFL. We do keep an eye on the Premier League, absolutely. Remember, John S. Sports Channel. Like and subscribe.